advantages for your every mixing need. Only the Sunbeam Mixmaster has these larger bowl fit beaters. They actually fit the contours of the mixing bowl to give all the batter a more thorough mixing.
Welcome to your simplified coin review, where we try to take coins that are complicated and make them simple so just the everyday person can understand it. So if you haven't done so already, go ahead and click the subscribe button to stay up to date with all of our coin reviews. You can check our coin review playlist. We've got all the reviews we've done. We also have news every day, along with a lot of cool stories and other kinds of videos. So today we are going to be talking about Mixin. So Mixin is the ecosystem, is the network, if you will. The coin is called the Zen coin. I guess that's how you pronounce it. XIN. So let's dive in on CoinMarketCap. It is coming in at number 49 right now. So as you can see it here, it's had a little bit of a rough day, but a lot of things had. It's down almost 17%. Today is April 30th for context. So let's go ahead and click on this. Right now, Mixin is worth almost $1,200 US, or a lot of Satoshis. So it is actually right now worth 13,324,000 Satoshis. So the market cap is at about almost $500 million. The volume is at $500,000 approximately. The circulating supply, 416,000 Zen, and the total supply is 1 million. So if you've watched my videos before, you know I'm really crazy about low total supply coins, but you know this one's already worth quite a bit, but there's only 1 million. So it really depends on how this network takes off. So let's look at the chart. As you can see, of course, back in January, it was at all-time highs right when it debuted. It has actually crept back up, and as you can see, the volume has increased quite a bit. We will zoom in and look at the last couple months. And as you can see, in the beginning of April, there was a lot of sideways action, and now it has been on an upward climb. It's been showing up quite a bit on our either biggest gainers or biggest losers of the day. As you can see, it's had a few dips, but then look at some of these spikes. They are quite big. So let's go to their website. So this is where it gets a little dicey. If you just went to this website and you didn't pay close attention here, it'd be very easy to think that this is basically just a nothing website. But they do have a lot of links down here that you can go to. You can email them. You can go to their Facebook page. You can go to their Twitter. You can go to their GitHub. You can go to their CoinMarketCap page. But as you see here, it says get on Google Play or download on the App Store. So this is an app. You can actually download the Mixin app right now. I have done it. I'm going to show it to you guys. So as you can see, I downloaded the app, and here it is. You see, you can go to Wallet, and it can actually hold cryptocurrency. So if you click on Bitcoin, you will see you can deposit, and then your key is going to pop up. Of course, there is no way to buy these coins with fiat, but if you do have them on exchanges or in wallets, you can send them to this mobile wallet. There's also a place on here where you can add friends, you can do group chats, you can add contacts, and then there's a place for settings. So it's a pretty cool little app, I think. I'm not going to give it access right now. But anyways, the problem I see with this app is there just aren't enough users yet. So since there aren't a ton of users on it, for me, there's really no reason to try to use it, because I doubt any of my friends are on there. If you are, drop us a comment. Maybe we can connect. So one cool thing about the Mixin app is that the Mixin app is the first decentralized app on the Mixin platform. So within the ecosystem, it is basically, we'll look at the white paper. It has a chart in just a few minutes that will show kind of what the ecosystem looks like and how you can build decentralized apps. And then, of course, Zen is the native token of the apps. So also, if you notice here, a T-powered BFT DAG network that connects all existing blockchains with unlimited throughput. So here's the interesting thing. Notice it says network that connects all existing blockchains. It's not on blockchain. It is not powered. It's powered by what's called the directed acrylic graph. So let's look at BFT first. BFT is Byzantine fault tolerance. And basically what that means is, imagine like a computer network, and if one of the components on one of the nodes fails, the whole network doesn't fail. So even if a computer is not kind of pulling its weight, would be, I guess, a good equivalent to say everything is going to keep firing to it and the network is going to keep going. So it's supposed to be, I believe, kind of a more secure network, decentralized network. So the acrylic graph, the directed acrylic graph, blockchain's new competitor, maybe. So basically it is and maybe you already know this. I didn't know this. As we'll see in just a second, there already are some big tokens that use this. So here we have the DAG promise. Imagine a cryptocurrency industry where there are no miners, no block size issues, no 51% attacks, and even more decentralization. So then we have this quote here from Sergio Damian Lerner. We presented a new cryptocurrency design based on a DAG structure that there are no fixed blocks and where each transaction carries its own proof of work. We kind of talked about that in our news video with the icon nest. Also, we presented 2 optimizations that allow storing and dynamically updating the DAG chain, consuming low CPU resources. So there's already 2 coins using this. I did not know IOTA was on this. Silly me. Maybe you did know it. But also Byteball, which is one that has popped up in the biggest losers and winners of the day before. So they're already using this. It's important to note this isn't blockchain. So DAG apparently is a commonly known piece of computer science. People already have been using this, but they're trying to perfect it and make it better. So I don't know. I obviously am a little partial towards blockchain because I feel like that's what we're doing. But if it offers even more decentralization, and this is just another example of the exponential rate of technology. Who knows? Maybe cryptocurrency will go through adoption and then be eliminated by something else in 10 years. Who even knows? So, okay, so I have pulled up the Mixin Facebook page here. See, they haven't posted since April 8th. They don't get a lot of engagements on their post. There's about 5,000 people that are following this. They have several reviews. Of course, there's bad one. Overall 4.3. So I'm not going to go through showing you all those. But some people don't like it. A lot of people do. This is a Chinese project. So there are a lot of Chinese reviews on there. And newsflash, I don't speak Chinese. So we've got that going on the Facebook page. Their Twitter. Oops, that is not the right one. Let's go to their Twitter page here. Their Twitter actually is pretty active, as you can see. I mean, it was posting almost every day, and then it kind of stopped. I'm not really sure why it stopped. I don't know if that's a warning sign or what, but, before that, they were at least pretty active. They seem to, and one thing I've read about them is that they're not about talk. So that's why, from their perspective, they believe in what they're doing, the developers and the CEO, Cedric Fung. They believe in this project a lot, and they're not out there trying to, tell everybody they've got the best cryptocurrency, which obviously most of your bigger cryptocurrencies have somebody out there that's the face of the cryptocurrency that is telling people, hey, this is good, this is good. Mixin's strategy is a little bit different. They like to kind of lay low and let the project speak for itself. So they've already got over, I believe, 40,000 users of Mixin, which doesn't sound like that much, but then when you compare that number to the total amount of cryptocurrency holders, then it probably is a decent amount. And of course, I mean of the Mixin app, the decentralized app. So their CEO and founder is Cedric Fung. He has a not super active Twitter page. So you can check him out on GitHub. He has an account there as well. So let's go back to the white paper. So I've downloaded the white paper here. And it's only 11 pages, guys. It's not very long. So basically what they talk about is what is the motivation. And what they're saying is that, just once again, it comes to the scalability discussion. It seems like with all infrastructure coins that are having some kind of economy or some kind of network, how are they going to scale? And supposedly with the DAG, they're supposed to be able to scale that better, which is why they want to have apps built on their economy or on their network. So as you can see here, the Mixin network, they have the Mixin Messenger, is fueled by Ethereum, Bitcoin, and EOS. And then you build decentralized apps on the platform. So one cool thing I thought about the Mixin Messenger that they created was it wasn't just to say, hey, we have a decentralized app. It was to create a roadmap to show people how to create decentralized apps within this network. So if you're interested in that or creating your own decentralized app, then maybe that's something you want to do. It talks about the mobile and PIN-based identity. So your Mixin Messenger is tied to your phone number, and then you also have a PIN on top of that. So it would really be hard for someone to duplicate that because your number is woven to your account. So someone would have to actually physically have your phone and know your PIN number or be able to guess your PIN number to be able to get in. So it supposedly is pretty secure. So this is just a little chart that shows you about their encryption. And here it talks about the token. So Zen is the sole token used by many services in Mixin, especially full node pledge, the DApp creation and API calls. To join the network as a full node, it should pledge at least 10,000 Zen token to establish the initial trust. Every decentralized app creation will cost some Zen for one time. The cost is determined by the resources in the DApp claim to consume. So the Zen token, like I said, is the native token of the ecosystem. And here at the bottom, it talks about the 1 million permanent Zen. It says 400,000 of them have been successfully distributed to holders. So the conclusion, I really like this. They really break this down. I really like that they explain this, and I feel like a similar way to how I explain it. They try to give you a comparison so you can understand it in the real world instead if you're not super techie. Because I'm not super techie. Big surprise. You may or may not have gathered that from my videos. I just love cryptocurrency. I love where it's going. And I love looking at coins. I love researching. But, you know, I didn't go to school for computer science. I'm not a web developer. I can build websites, but I can build them on the WordPress platform because it's easy to do and it was easy for me to learn. If I had to actually get in and learn how to do complex coding, I probably would have never started creating websites. So treat Mixin Network as the open Android ecosystem. All existing blockchain networks as different phone manufacturers and countries. The Mixin Messenger acts as the Google Play role to provide decentralized app discovery for users, easy notifications, and payments for developers. So if you need to take a pause right now and just really process that and read that, that's a great comparison for what Mixin is trying to do. So what is my overall thoughts on Mixin? I don't know. As I always tell you guys, I do not have a crystal ball. I cannot tell you if this is going to be successful or not. But let me give you the things that I like about the project first. Now, keep in mind, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a holder of Mixin. I'm not trying to show you this coin by any stretch of the imagination. But what I think about Mixin is that the good things are I like the low supply. I love that. Some people will tell you it doesn't really matter the supply. You can make gains the same way. I tend to like low supply coins. It's just my preference. I like that I message them on Facebook. Even though they're not super active on there, I asked them, I said, hey, I'm doing a review. Is there any information you would like for me to know? And they messaged me back. They sent me 3 links, and I looked at all 3 of those links, and they were good links. I got some information for this video from there. Specifically the information about how they intentionally try to keep things a little under wraps because they don't want to be this loud cryptocurrency that's always talking about how great they are. They want the results to show for themselves, and I like that. I like that a lot of people aren't really talking about this coin right now, but yet it just keeps moving up the charts. It keeps moving up the top 100. As you can see, right now it's in the top 50. I like that they already have a real use decentralized app that they've created that's functional and it works. I assume it works. Everything that I was able to see without adding any of my friends. So that leads me into what I don't like about it. What I don't like about it is just right now there's not enough people using the messaging app so that I can actually make use of it. Maybe in other parts of the world, maybe in Asia they are, but here in the United States, I don't know anyone who's using this app. So I might try to ask some of my friends to try it out so we can exchange it back and forth. or exchange different ideas. And I'm not exactly sure. I believe somehow you can send your Zen tokens and maybe other cryptos through the app. But since I wasn't able to add anybody, I can't really figure that out right now. Another thing I don't like about it is I just wish they had a website. Like, I'll jump back to what's good. The white paper is really good. It's very simple. I love simple white papers. I hate reading these things that are super, super long. And it just seems like they're trying to puff their egos. I like that about this company. But what I don't like is I don't like that they don't have a full website. Just give me a website that's got all the information on the white paper. It's only 11 pages, but just an easier to read format, because you just know everybody on the internet's ADHD right now. And I don't want to sit and read like I'm reading a school book. I want to read like I take in internet content, like a little snippet, a description, something I can relate to. So I'm not sure how I feel about this not being on blockchain, using a different network. I don't know enough about this yet. I'm going to continue to look into it. Something that's kind of in the middle for me is their social media. Like, I'm really glad they responded to me on Messenger. It shows that personal service, but they're not as active as I would like them to be. Like on Twitter, I would like for them to post every day. But once again, that goes against what they say they're trying to do, which is when there's news, we'll give you news. When there's not, we won't. So I can respect that. That's why I say it's in the middle for me. I like to stay current and up to date with everything going on. So if they're not manufacturing something just to say that it's going on, then, I can live with that. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope you understand what Mixin is, what the Messenger app is, what the decentralized apps platform is, and how to use it. I showed you a display of what the app looks like. Hey, go check out the app. You got my phone number right there on the app. You can see. Send me a message. Let's talk. Let's do it. So also our Discord channel, I wanted to let you guys know I had the wrong link underneath for a while. It was expired. I didn't realize with Discord, I just started using it, that I had to have it where the link doesn't expire. So you can check down below in the video description, and it'll be there. The right one will be there now. So come join our Discord channel. Talk to us about coins. Give us some suggestions on some we should review. And that's all I got for you guys today. That was your simplified coin review.